You see, if I were gone, Kotori-chan, I would be really lonely.
If you were gone.
If you were gone.
I was like, wait,
If I were gone too, I'd be lonely.
Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Hi.
I'm Travis.
I'm Eric.
It's Friday.
I think.
Yet again.
Woo!
Friday. Gotta get my bitches on Friday. I have no idea what that song actually says because I've always just said, gotta get my bitches on Friday.
All right.
Because that's probably what it says.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it says.
Yeah, well, it does now. Anytime you hear that song now, because I'm sure you hear it all the time.
I haven't in a very long time.
Well, let's listen to it right now. Don't. Stay here, please.
Okay.
It's Fab Sauce Friday. We're playing HeartWings.
Right.
And we're about to learn about bicycling.
I think so.
We're going to learn about the physics behind pedaling a bike.
And how it hurts legs.
Yeah. If my legs had hurt. She stole a glance at me when I started speaking and listened to me without a word. I may not look it, but I was a sports scholarship student, you know? I trained frantically every day in order to win races and be exempt from paying tuition fees. I'm cheap.
Always trying to escape those taxes.
The practice was really tough, but riding the bike felt good, so it didn't feel like such hard work. Bicycle road races are incredibly tiring. I'm super cool.
Hold on. Let me go get someone who gives a fuck.
All right, I see what you did there. In a big competition, you cycle 100 kilometers in one day. That's like an amount of miles.
That's... yes.
100...
100 kilometers? That's a lot.
Isn't it? I think. To make matters worse, you also have to go over hills on the way. Hill climbing is absolute hell, and every place around here is named after a hill. While climbing, I always wanted to give up. But after you pass the top, cycling down the slope feels amazing. Better than sex that I've never had. I couldn't tell if Habane-san was impressed or envious. It was fun, so I thought I'd try starting in races.
Don't try it in your wheelchair.
This could so easily backfire on him. Because she's like letting him in and telling him like, oh, I got injured and I couldn't even go to my school anymore. And like, I can't walk. I'm stuck in a wheelchair. I can't bathe myself. And he's like, yeah, I feel ya. I can't ride my bike anymore.
Right.
Well, I can, just not as much. I feel your pain.
I got hurt pretty badly, but I can pretty much do 95% of those things that I can do before.
It's like those people who don't actually like listen to you like saying something. They're just like, oh, well, me, I do that.
Yeah.
Which like in certain situations, that's okay. Because then it shows like, oh, I can relate to this. But maybe shut up. In one competition, I came third.
That's great. Was that a national competition?
Yeah, it was a jerk-off race. I nodded with pride. Actually, that was one of the few things that I could be proud of. Anshan came to watch. It made me really nervous. I was really happy about that. And I got greedy. My erection made it so it was hard to sit in the seat. In the first race of the second year, I had an accident.
I pissed myself.
Another bike had fallen down, and I got dragged along with it. Well, that's not you having an accident. It was in the middle of the downhill ride, of all things. I was competing
That's your
with
favorite part, though.
several other participants.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I stuck my feet out and closed my eyes and went, whee!
Yeah.
And then I wrecked. I was impatient and wanting to take the lead and got too close to another bike. Then the accident occurred. The other bike suddenly lost its balance.
A pigeon hit me in the face.
I got tangled up with it. It's like this paper airplane. I fell over and hit the asphalt at the speed of dozens of kilometers per hour. I'm not an idiot, I swear. Smiling bitterly, I rolled up the right leg of my pants and showed her. Ew.
It's healed.
Yeah. The hair grows the wrong way there.
Right.
Because the scar. And it's like weird now. It's annoying because I go to shave and then I have to go the other way. You shave your legs? Shut up.
Yeah.
With that accident, my career as a racer ended all too soon. The scar from the surgery was still fresh. Habane-san looked at it and was at a loss for words. She grabbed a stick and poked at it.
Scars.
She could probably call that kind of injury getting away with just a scar, because that's exactly what it was. With rehabilitation, I was able to walk again. The Doctor said that now I don't have any problems with normal everyday life.
That's cool. I need a wheelchair.
But I can't ride a bike anymore.
I can't walk anymore? Is that the reason why you quit your previous shul?
Shul? I just hit the wheel. Yep, there it is. It's always on a delay. I nodded quietly. How do you nod loudly? I was a scholarship student, so it was pretty hard after I withdrew from the club, but I could have stayed there. However, my friends from the bicycle club were there, and when I was seeing them practicing, when I watched them doing their best from afar, I knew I had to get my revenge. I couldn't live normally. My recovered leg from the rehabilitation actually made me feel even more depressed. I wish I had just lost the leg. If only I was completely unable to move, I could have just given up. Such a thought had crossed my mind back then.
I just stuck sticks in all their tires.
It was difficult and painful. All these pent-up emotions were too much for me. That's why I came back. I ran away back to my hometown where bikes are not allowed. After I finished my story, I felt refreshed for some reason. Now that I think about it, Abane-san was the first person I have told all this to. I didn't even open up to Gia and the others like this.
Sometimes we feel like running away. In life, there are more hardships than fun things.
What Habane said to comfort me was very pessimistic. That doesn't make me feel better at all. That must be how she really feels. However, I didn't tell her this because I wanted to be comforted. I don't know why I told her. There were still things I wanted to say. And she interrupted me. There were some things that I realized from running away.
I still just really want to go home and eat dinner.
Yeah. God. House is probably burned down by now. There's nowhere else to go. I can't escape any further. It's a dead end. But right now, I don't see any way forward either.
There is a way. For you. There are other ways.
You can still walk. I thought I would regret it, running away, I mean. But it wasn't like that. My hometown is the same as always. It kindly welcomed me back.
That's good, isn't it?
That makes it even worse. The warmth of my hometown, it makes me forget my pain and impatience.
That's terrible.
Felt like I was gradually being paralyzed. How dare I get better?
I probably shouldn't say that out loud.
The pain. The importance of the things I'd lost. I was forgetting them little by little. If I lost that, would I still be myself? I won't be as cool and emo.
You have the glider.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really mine. I'm excited to think I could fly in it. I looked up at the night sky and imagined myself flying through the air.
But she said there were no competitions for those.
You go to get in and she's like, I'll teach you how to drive it. To keep it in the air, you have to pedal it kind of like a bike.
Yeah.
Beside me, Habane-san hanged her head. Do you have something like that?
I'm nodding loudly.
Something that lies beyond quitting school and returning to your hometown?
Something like a glider?
Habane-san looked at me visibly shocked. Yeah, a glider. That's my thing. You can't just take my thing.
It's big enough for both of us.
She was desperately I've told many women that. She was desperately trying to hold back the tears. Well, I don't know why I would need it for myself. Never mind. Welling up in her eyes that were about to spill over.
Don't say things like that. Something so cruel.
Whether she has something ahead of her or not. When she realized this, she was more distressed than I expected. I don't think you have anything like that, right? Therefore, without your to-do list, everything's over.
No, it's just, it was fun.
If you want a bath, I'll help you get in.
We weren't talking about that at all.
I know, but it's just always on my mind. If you get a flat tire, I'll fix it as many times as necessary. I'll blow you. Whenever you'll need help, I'll do anything. So, a tear ran down Hanabe. It's different again. Cheek. It's not different, but
It's not.
I'm just dumb. But it was only a single tear, so she can't be that sad.
I don't want to be a burden anymore. Give back my withdrawal notice.
Are you withdrawing your withdrawal notice?
Ha 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 ha. We went to get the withdrawal notice that I had stuck to the back of the drawer.
So that's where you hid it.
No,
Someone else did it.
it was a ghost. When I held that piece of paper in my hand, those terrible things that I had said to her skimmed through my mind. Do you have something like that? Something that lies beyond quitting school and returning to your hometown? Forgetting those words, I gave her the withdrawal notice. You dropped this, so I picked it up. Reward, please.
And then you
Hid it all this time? Thanks.
Yeah, that was like a week ago. However, Habane-san didn't take it right away. For her, taking it meant deciding her whole future. But in the end, she reached out her hand. Swish.
Nothing but net.
I quickly pulled my hand away. Ha ha ha, can't reach it. Much to her bewilderment. Actually, nope.
What?
I'm not going to give this back. I held onto it and left the room.
What?
Go fuck yourself.
Ah!
Tim Burden.
Welcome back. Dinner's ready. You was very popular. We still have a whole pot left. What should we do with it?
It's burned. I slipped past Kaneko-san and made some rummaging sounds around the kitchen. Do you guys got a junk drawer? I need some batteries.
What are you doing?
Not long after, Habane-san came into the dining hall.
Give my withdrawal notice back. Withdraw notice?
That's too bad. I've already hidden it somewhere.
I threw it in the food.
What do you think you're doing?
I can't accept it. Just give it a chance.
Huh? I don't know what you mean.
Unreasonable feelings were bubbling up inside my chest. I knew how Habane-san felt.
I need some Tums.
Oh god, what did I eat? She must have had it tough. Just imagining it makes my chest hurt. But it's only been 10 days since I came here. I felt like I wanted to do something for her, but the time I've been given was too short. I know, I'm just meddling. I totally get it.
Why are you talking to yourself? Give it back. It's mine.
No way. If you want it back, look for it yourself.
I see it. It's right there.
Nah, it's a pie. You'll never get it. I put it in the bath.
Meanie. What happened to that mood from our nice serious conversation just a moment ago?
Well, I kind of thought we were going to be having sex by now, and then you just, didn't? The hell if I know?
Ooh, this guy really is a bully after all.
I whistled awkwardly, playing dumb.
Ooh, this guy.
Hey, Kaneko-san. Yes. You saw where he hid it, didn't you? I wonder. Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. You see, if I were gone, Kotori-chan, I would be really lonely.
If you were gone.
If you were gone.
I was like, wait,
If I were gone, too, I'd be lonely. Cool.
Abane-san's face became bright red. Looks like her rage gauge has reached max.
Urge to kill, rising! Idiot, moron, knucklehead. Even without it, I can still quit school.
Yeah, you could just stop going and they'll eventually expel you, right? I mean, even if they don't, you just stop going.
Right.
Throwing sharp parting remarks, Habane-san hurried out of the dining hall.
Dinner's ready. You can heat it up in the microwave later.
Just scrape off the black bits. The door at the end of the hallway closed with a slam. And welcome to the jam.
So where did you hide it?
Sticking out my tongue, I pulled a piece of paper out from under my shirt. She was never going to get down here.
Ooh, not bad. Your abs.
Thanks for your help.
Oh.
Extend the little wings which fly in the sky high.
Oh.
Excuse me, also British. At lunch break, Agia and I were called to the staff room. It was because we both skipped school yesterday.
How dare you?
When we honestly said that we were having fun, we got a really severe scolding from our homeroom teacher.
How dare you have fun?
Well, that can't be helped. I'm glad they didn't contact our parents. Yeah. Agia wasn't her usual cheerful self this morning.
My parents already know.
I didn't get a burger. I said something terrible yesterday, didn't I? I don't remember.
Probably.
I just went and got all fired up. Don't worry about it. Habane-san doesn't even give a shit about your opinion.
Yeah.
Does understand your real intentions. Actually, she was regretting it too, that quarrel with Agia. No, that's not it. I think the reason...
Yeah, I don't care about that argument.
the
She was being a
reason why
bitch.
I got angry was probably because I wanted to hold the cat.
Yeah.
Because she hit the bullseye. She called me an ass kisser. You don't kiss up to people though, do you?
I literally kissed
No,
their
I guess
asses.
you're right. I wonder. You know, there are a lot of people that I get along with, but unlike back when we
That's
were all
her.
playing... Oh, yep. You know, there are a lot of people that I get along with, but unlike back when we were all playing together, I don't have any really close friends. Everybody's name has to start with an A or a K. Now that she mentions it, Agia gets along with everyone, but doesn't look like she has any particularly close friends. To be honest, I thought that was a little strange. I was the same. I got along with colleagues from the cycle racing club, but unlike with you guys, I couldn't just talk with them about everything. I guess that was a question of adolescence. I also hadn't spent the same amount of time with them. Agia, the others, and I were neighbors as long as we remembered and became each other's very first friends. If there was anyone else who I got along with,
Idiot moron knucklehead.
it's gotta be Mabu. All
I
that
don't know,
verbal
that's
abuse
what
suddenly
Kotori just said,
sprung
though.
to my mind. Oh, right. Do we get along? It's true that the teacher had asked me to do it. I was told to make it easy for her to join in with everyone. Even if you weren't told to, you would have been worried about Habane-san in any way, wouldn't you? No. That was my intention, but I lost my self-confidence. After all, it had the opposite effect. Habane-san was absent today as well. Agia thought it was her fault and was blaming herself. When I woke up this morning, Habane-san had already left. There were signs that the kitchen had been messed up. Apparently she had been searching for the withdrawal notice to live in. Jesus. It was actually in the drawer in my room, though.
Oh.
It's not your fault that Habane-san hasn't come to school. Why do you think that? It's not just what I think. I'm almost completely certain. Oh? I killed her. The truth is... Let me look around. I farted on her pillow and gave her pink eye. No! I remembered that we were in the hallway of the school and took a quick look around. Nobody was passing by, so I didn't have to worry about anyone hearing that. Bane said San wants to quit school. Everybody knew that already.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, she never shows up, so...
It seems like she decided that quite a while ago, even before I returned here. Agia was surprised to hear this out of the blue and was left speechless. Then... It's not because she argued with the girls in the class. There's a deeper reason for it. I think that it's also the reason for her recent behavior and attitude. So that's also why she didn't join the soaring club. I thought it was because she was a cunt. Yeah, since she was planning to quit school soon, I'm just going to glaze over that. She thought it would just cause problems for us. Is that so? So yesterday's argument was because you both misunderstood each other. You're both cunts.
I can't be a cunt because she's a cunt.
I can't believe it like this. We still haven't cleared up our quarrel. If Habane-san disappears as things are now, I don't know what I'll do. Bam Bam! And Pebbles showed up.
They did.
Agia took her
Crossover you didn't know you
You're
needed.
too young for high school. Unless this is the one where they meet the Jetsons and it's like in the future or something.
Yeah, I loved that one.
I don't remember a lot of it. Agia took her anger out on me by hitting my chest. Owie, owie, ow.
What if I did that to you?
I've got heart problems or something. There's wings in there. You should have told me. You should have told me that sooner, you idiot.
I ate too many wings.
I only found out by coincidence. Also, what the fuck? I can't just go around telling other people her secrets, can I? It was just a coincidence that I picked up the withdrawal notice. I didn't know when she was planning on submitting it, or if she was even really serious about it. Couldn't exactly ask her about it either. But... Bam, bam. Okay, I'm sorry. That hurt. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That hurts. You gotta stop fucking hitting me. I know you're doing like the cute anime thing, but what the fuck?
Your punches, they hurt.
That actually hurts. Besides, I thought that she didn't want to quit school anymore. She'd been coming to school, helping with the meal preparations at the dormitory, and it looked like she was enjoying herself. I just assumed that everything was fine now. On the way home today, I'm going there to apologize. Owie, come with me.
I mean, I live there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, no shit. Sneef. What is that even? I don't even know what that is, but I do it every time. I stroked Agia's head to calm her crying a little. I swear to God, if you punch me again, I'm ripping your hair out. Anyway, today was Friday. It was the deadline of the grace period for gathering club members given to us by the Student Council Vice President Kumoi Akari-san.
Ooh.
After school,
Hope she
I
never
went
talks again.
with Agia and one other person to the Soaring Club's garage, including the club president, Amane-senpai. A total of 4 people were lined up. The voice president examined all of us one by one.
What?
Hey, we got a person.
Grr.
A vein was clearly visible on the vice president's forehead.
What is she doing here?
What do you mean? She's the new member.
I'm the new club member, Shigure Kaneko. Rejected.
What the fuck? Why does every girl say that to me? Why? Please explain.
Yes, yes. I told you that ghost members wouldn't be accepted.
Why are you arbitrarily assuming that? This is the tyranny of the student council. They may take your something, but they can't. They may take your life, but they can't take your freedom.
Yes, yes. Is it wrong that I'm longing for the sky? 6 previous cases. This person is a notorious ghost member.
What? Also in my regular voice.
When I get bored easily. That is why I reject it.
I have undiagnosed ADHD.
Isn't it fine? We're buddies from the same class.
You two are in the same class? I guess they're in the same
class.
year.
Come on, Akari-chan.
What about for me? Think about the old times.
Please don't get so clingy.
Remember Sturgis? She drove Kaneko-san away with a flat refusal. Seems that she was used to dealing with her.
Are there any other members?
No.
In that case, the club status is repealed.
Wait, what? Would Junior count?
Vice President, here.
Amane sheepishly passed her a printout. Those were the results of the Soaring Club's activities that she had compiled.
Turn in your glider and your gun.
Wait, we could gun for this?
How is it? In all of these years, you have only flown once, a few days ago. Also, the fact that this occurred during lessons is an outrage. You're not aiming to take part in any competitions, don't participate in school festivals, and you haven't really made any publications of your work or research. This falls into the category of an extremely individual hobby. Isn't this something you'd call a circle activity?
So as a circle club, you now get the garage.
Yes.
Senpai!
Please notice me.
You can't just meekly admit it like that.
Is it no good, Vice President? Whatever happens, there's a place I want to go to. Burger King.
What is that song that keeps... Every time she says that...
What?
I mean, she's obviously... It is her notebook, by the way. Because she obviously wants to go above the clouds.
Yeah.
But every place... There's a place you want to go. And something, something. Dun, dun, dun.
If
Put it on the Ritz.
Yeah.
Okay,
if
that's
you're
what it
blue
is.
and you don't know where to go to,
That's
I want
it.
to go where fashion sits.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's it. For some reason, I was like, I see that I want to go
Oh,
too.
really?
And I'm just like, my brain goes...
Putting on the
da-da-da-da-da.
Ritz.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't think of the words, but my brain just kept going... da-da-da-da-da.
Dressed up like $1 million trooper.
It doesn't even, like, fit, but that's
No.
just where my head went. There was something that sounded like a desperate appeal in Amane-senpai's voice.
A place you want to go to?
Somewhere only we know.
I promised Isaka.
Isekai?
Yes, it's another world.
Above the clouds. The vice president watched Senpai silently for a short while, as if she was unable to weigh her true motive.
That's right. You are short one member with only 3 people. There have been no research publications. Seriously, just write a fucking paper and I'll let you be a club. However,
But also in a British voice.
I would like to join. You are
So cute.
my shining star.
The vice president, who was about to say something very serious, looked behind us at the back of the garage. Oh, that was a question. You are?
Oh.
Habane-san.
Oh, sorry. I was like, it's her saying her own name, but never mind. You're smarter than I am. Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. She was like, you are?
Right.
That would, like, it was her saying her own name. I'm Habane-san. Habane-san was there, I think. She came in at some point.
I have something to give back.
She said to Amane-senpai.
To me? Not quietly.
However, Habane-san didn't come to us.
Come get it from me.
She was beside the glider that had its sheet removed. She was looking slightly downwards at something lying on her lap.
I'm giving you this glider.
It's
already mine.
No, I stole it. I called it. Amane-senpai walked over to her.
What is it? Once this is complete, will it fly above the clouds? Huh?
Hamane-san looked at the white, sleek aircraft. And then she held out the
What?
thing that was on her lap, a photograph.
Picture close-up of
Clouds?
a hamburger?
A jet stream?
Look at this photograph. Can it go to this place?
Every time I do.
This is...
When Amane-senpai saw this, she opened her eyes wide in surprise.
This photo. Where was it?
I stole it. Tears welled up in her eyes. What is it? No idea. Agi and I walked over there to take a look at the photograph that Habane-san was holding.
Don't look at it!
Is this like an ultrasound? Are you pregnant? It's a cotton candy.
Yeah.
It was a photo of clouds.
Oh. That's... There it is.
Yeah.
It's not very noticeably...
She had a
Oh,
framed photo of clouds.
it's like a picture of above the clouds.
Of being above the clouds,
Yeah.
yeah. A sunset dyed in indigo and orange. Or was it sunrise?
Oh?
In the sky, beautifully dyed by a clear morning glow, there was a huge long cloud.
Or an evening glow.
It was stretched like a cloister,
A cloister!
laid across the firmament.
Cloister!
This must have been the passage of clouds.
Heaven!
Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
It's beautiful. That's not her voice. Yeah. Agi and I, Kaneko-san, and even the vice president, we were all fascinated by the miraculous spectacle shown on the photograph.
Can it go to this place?
Habane-san asked again. For a moment, my mind couldn't make a connection between the question and the view in the photograph. That was because it was a place too far away to be associated with the word go. It's just, I mean, people fly in planes all the time. This place...
You can go to an airport.
Go there, above the clouds?
In this?
Riding this glider.
To the clouds?
I feel like I would be freaking the fuck out if I was in an engineless thing up that high in the air. I
Yeah.
imagine the engineless white airframe inside the photograph flying magnificently and gracefully across the solemn sky.
And then I see it nosedive.
That really was a miraculous sight. All of us, even Kaneko-san and Akari-san, held our breaths,
Our breathe
waiting
thing.
for Amane-senpai's answer. Can it go to this place?
No. Yeah, it can go there.
Oh yeah, we go there.
It can go there.
She murmured as she took the photograph and looked at it nostalgically.
Because Izuka said so, and she is a genius.
Amane-senpai, who had tears in her eyes until just now, smiled happily after saying this name.
But we don't know who this is. Can we trust them?
I want to join too. If someone like me won't be a burden.
She spoke hesitantly, without much confidence in her voice. However, her eyes showed a strong determination.
Just look at them.
Such a cool Alul.
Just look at them.
Seeing those eyes, Amane-senpai answered.
But we already have 4 members. Of course, you're very welcome.
Yeah, we beat the game.
The end.
I met the sky.
And I yearn for it, yeah. I met the sky.
I met the sky. If my
Wow.
heart had wings, I met the sky.
I guess this is the title sequence.
I think
10
so.
episodes in.
We made it. Shoo! That makes me think this is a really long game.
Yeah, the show is now just starting.
Oh man,
I wonder how many guns will be in this intro.
they're so much better at writing the music than we are.
Right? They sound a lot better than we do.
Yeah. How many guns and how many panty shots there'll be.
Right? You can't ride bikes anymore. What are you doing?
She's... Boys and girls reach for the sky.
But that's all.
Ooh.
Back in the day, we used to have such good matches. Boys are so unfair. What the fuck does that mean?
When I'm thinking about something, I forget about everything else. That's because I'm stupid. I can't forget to say that day. Aiming for the sky, everyone's on something.
Oh, yep, there they are.
I do, you know.
They're
I
twins.
don't understand. It's nothing of this diversion, but
I was like, it's gonna show both of them?
Yeah. Now we know.
There's only 4? No.
Yeah, that's it. That's all the choices.
What about all the other girls?
No, they're side characters. Produced by Moe Novel.
gliders do y'all got? Oh, that's a wheelchair.
This is what falling in love is about, without a doubt.
Gliders.
Oh. I need to get a glider.
Love is gliders.
I love glider. Well, whoa, what was that? Why wasn't I in it?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Wow, that was such a pretty photo, wasn't it?
That was actually a movie?
Oh,
Are we in it? I think we're in an
a
episode
moving
about it.
photo.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I guess.
I just figured it was a transition perfect time.
Oops, are you in a bad mood, Akari-chan?
No, not at all.
Yes, I wasn't in the intro either.
Right?
Kotori-chan appeared just as you were about to lecture them.
I don't know what my voice is all of a sudden.
Maybe they thought that you were a daddy scary person, Akari-chan. Please don't look glad saying that. I expected my role to be thankless. I am the only one who truly understands you, Akari-chan.
Remember Sturgis?
Stop mentioning that! Thanks, now could you let go of my hand? It's not that I'm in a bad mood or anything, Baka. I've just been thinking a bit. Say, Kaneko-san. Yep. That transfer student, who is he?
Maybe she is going to be a character.
He's the dorm mommy. Dorm mommy? Yeah, nice guy. Have you fallen for him? Don't be ridiculous. Even though he has just transferred here, he could already handle the antisocial Mochizuki Sanpai so well.
Is that an actual thing?
I don't think so. That's probably just a typo.
I just thought he was very cunning. That's all.
And handsome.
And part linguist. What? Was that a compliment?
You may be a master debater.
Yes. I see.
For the time being, the minimum number of members needed for the club has been reached. The vice president left the garage,
I quit now.
together with Kaneko-san. Even though they were like, oh, never mind. The rest of us continue to admire the photograph that Hamane-san had brought.
It's a movie.
Such a beautiful sky. But the cloud is a very unusual shape. Like a poop.
It's very much like a poop.
Yeah, I've never seen a cloud like this before.
It's just really close.
Me neither. This cloud appeared before you. Why am I British? I don't know.
This cloud appeared before you, or I were ever even born.
Before we were born, the world didn't exist then. What on earth is this photograph? It was really beautiful. I can't stop looking at
It's a
it.
cloud from the Stone Ages.
But the photo itself was similar to the pictures in our old album. It was printed on the kind of paper you'd usually get if you had them developed by the local photo studio.
The Polaroid. You gotta shake it. This phenomenon is known as morning glory. It only occurs under certain conditions. I thought that was just when you got a blowjob right when you woke up.
Right? That's the best. Morning glory. Also British.
The path of clouds in the sky can stretch for several kilometers.
A path of clouds like this, several kilometers long. That's like some amount of miles.
Are you a parrot? It's a very rare phenomenon. The most recent occurrence was 26 years ago.
26 years ago. Okay, sorry.
When
I was just expecting it.
Back when I was born. The members of the soaring club at the time flew in the glider and took this photograph.
Wow. Huh. Then, this photo was taken in Kazagara?
26 years ago, yes.
So it was one of the old members that took it.
Yes, that's right.
To think that such an amazing spectacle occurred right here, in my hometown, in the sky, and was photographed
26 years ago!
by a senpai from the club to which I now belong to myself.
It might have been a sanpai.
What I thought was so distant, I could go for some sanpai, suddenly turned out to be much closer, but it still just didn't feel real. I felt kind of awestruck. Hold on a sec. She looked like she just realized something important. What is it?
I gotta get a hamburger.
Just now, did you say that they took this photo from the glider?
Yes, 26 years ago. I did. That's what was written in the flight log.
It looks like a flight log. So that means...
That's what we call clouds. Flight logs.
Kia and I took another look at the photograph. That would be a good name for like Jetstream.
Yeah.
To take a photo from this perspective, the camera has to be above the clouds.
Or right next to it.
Or you do it under and then flip it around.
Ooh.
You actually can fly
That's
this high with the
cheating.
glider?
Well, yes, I already fucking answered that question. The physical evidence is right there in front of you.
Photoshop doesn't exist. Again, I shifted our attention to the white aircraft.
This thing can fly?
26
Jesus.
years? I didn't know how many meters high the sky it was. I know it wasn't just a fantasy, but when I imagined that aircraft soaring above the clouds, it seemed quite unreliable.
I get it. It's a duck, not a chicken.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you people? The soaring club had its club status revoked before I came to this school. Only the equipment remained here. This photograph was among what was left here.
Amane-senpai took the photograph in her hand and looked at it fondly. How the fuck did you get it?
Flight log. This is where Isuka wanted to go. Isuka and I were aiming for this place when we started constructing the glider.
Isuka. That name came up again.
We should
I'm gonna
probably ask
ignore
about it.
Whenever Amane-senpai talked about this person, she always became very wistful.
They died in a glider accident. That's why I'm not telling you.
Who was this Isuka?
Are they
Parts of her brain still in the cockpit.
Are they from another world? Here.
Abane-san, who was listening to our conversation in silence, held out the notebook to Amane-senpai. I thought I had seen it before. It was a notebook with the things I want to do list.
Oh.
That photo was inside.
You stole this from me, didn't you? This is Isuka's flight log.
Get out of my club.
Why
That
do you-
isn't a club anymore.
Why do you have it? This.
It was at the dormitory in my room.
The dormitory room? Are you by chance living in the Flying Fish Manor?
A little surprised to hear that name all of a sudden. Abane-san nodded.
It was hidden in a gap between the shelves. Its contents look like a diary. There are things about the glider and about you written in it. It says here that you're a bitch, so I didn't think it was yours.
It says something about remember Sturgis?
Me?
Yes, probably. You're Isuka's close friend, aren't you?
Amane-senpai didn't reply to anything. She just looked at the worn-out cover of the notebook.
Reading this is what got me interested in gliders. It flies across the sky, so high, using only its wings to soar upon the winds. An aircraft that is just like a bird. Aiming to fly above the clouds and something like that. I thought that was amazing. But I thought it was much further back in the past. When I looked at the dates, I thought that Isuka and the others must have graduated already. I didn't think that it would still be going on now.
But if you were interested in gliders, why didn't you come to check out the soaring club, and why did you say no so many times? I asked casually and annoyedly.
None of your business.
Actually, she was so interested in gliders that just seeing the real thing made her eyes sparkle. The owner of the diary might no longer be around, though.
That's well.
Abane-san tightly grasped the hem of her skirt.
I didn't think they'd let me join.
Abane-san? Listening to her words, I felt a dull pain coming from my right knee. This was the place where she couldn't enter. My knee.
Ah, my knee.
It's what she believed, and that's why she didn't try to find out about the current status of the soaring club. Might have been similar to how I tried to avoid hearing information about the bicycle club after I injured my knee. The more I knew, the more envious I would become. I used to be a guard.
That's why I was astonished when I saw the glider flying over the windmill hill. I was so excited I could feel my heart pounding.
That was a time when Habane-san and I first met.
Oh.
Let's read that again.
Yeah. Ugh.
In that peaceful landscape, she was enthusiastically watching the white aircraft flying over.
All right, we're at an episode.
Okay, I was going to say it. I was like, I feel like we've got to be close, right? All right, so we got our intro. The game can now officially start.
Yeah. We're in the club, getting tipsy. And now we're going to start making choices.
Call me error, buddy.
We got to be making choices.
I don't want to make choices. That's too much responsibility.
Yeah, that's scary when we got to start making choices.
Yeah. Well, join us next time for episode 1 of If My Heart Had Wings.
If my heart had
photographer.